As an entrepreneur, your life is extremely complicated. Every day there's business financial considerations, and you still have your personal financial considerations as well. There are decisions that you need to make every day. So you have many decisions to make. Every day, I am sure money's coming in the business and going out of the business. So you have to balance leaving money in the company to maintain it and grow it, and yet also taking money out to build personal wealth and personal net worth. And surely there's a balancing act here that you do every day in your business. Another issue is there's so much information out there with the internet. So there is random and generic information all over. You can research and research and research. But the problem is all that information is not specific to you and your financial situation and your business. There tends to be one-size-fits-all advice. And what I've learned from my over 30 years in the financial services industry is this one-size-fits-all never really fits very well. The true cost of not having customized solutions is huge. And it's critical for you to have financial success. My new book, The Entrepreneur's Guide to Achieving Financial Freedom, speaks to a lot of these issues that you're facing every day in your business. The book also talks about coordinating all of the financial products and financial strategies and different advisors you have assisting you. Usually I find there's a major lack in coordination. And when there's a lack in coordination, usually there's inefficiency and there's waste. The book also goes into how to protect the precious. Now the precious for most people is their family. Usually that's the number one, number two, number three item of importance, protecting the family. But there's also the business. You need to protect the business. You know, I always think about the goose and the golden egg. And everybody's enamored by the golden egg, but they forget about protecting the goose. And you need to protect the goose. I also find there's a lot of half-truths and incomplete information out there on everything from mortgages and how they really work, insurance protection components and how they work, and taxes. Taxes are one of the most misunderstood items I've ever seen. In the book, I also talk a lot about taxes, because how much money we lose on taxes and the compounding effect of those lost tax dollars over time is mind-boggling. And it's critical to understand that. All of that lost wealth has a huge impact on your family and your lifestyle. The chapter on 3 pools of money gives you the critical tools to handle how are you building wealth now, and are you set up to be in a very heavy tax burden later or not. This information you must know now so that you can have a nice lifestyle later. The chapter on business succession and exit planning is so important, as so many baby boomers are going to try to transition out of their business over the next 10 years. They might be selling it, they might be transferring it to children, but the key aspect of this is planning for that ultimate event needs to be done years before the actual event. And really, planning is so important to do early on in that process, and a lot of people seem to miss that. Then you end up looking at, how am I going to design my estate plan? If you have children in the business and children out of the business and real estate, how do you do all this? Well, we know that equitable is not always equal. If you have children in the business and children out of the business, this all needs to be factored in when designing the right plan. So there's some good information, and an example I used of someone that we recently helped out with this exact predicament. And lastly, but most importantly, how do you put all these pieces together so that you can have a worry-free retirement? I mean, that's what it's all about, isn't it? That's what we're working for. That's what we're striving for, to be able to have less stress, more enjoyment, and a nice lifestyle later. So the planning for that needs to come now. So let's make sure that can happen for you. The book will be available on Amazon and Barnes & Noble in the next few months. Right now, Nook and Kindle versions are available. And if you see this and you really want a copy of the book, just email us your name and address, and we'll send you a copy of the book. Thank you very much for tuning in, and I wish you the best of luck in the future.